Hello friends, today we are talking about ascent of cell. Before the title and our discussion on the ascent of cell, I want to introduce to yourself myself, Professor Dr. D.D. Numbers, Department of Botany, SGM College, Kerala. Today we are talking on one topic of plant physiology. By the name it is ascent of cell. Dear friends, this topic is connected to one of the important process of plant physiology. It is known as plant-water relationship. Under the plant-water relationship, so many phenomena work together. Right from relation of water to the growth of plant, transpiration, water absorption, and ascent of cell. So today we are dealing with the ascent of cell. What we are studying today in the ascent of cell, it is in my outline. So first of all we are introducing the title, then we are coming to the definition, then we are understanding mechanism of ascent of cell and some theories which proves the process of ascent of cell. These theories we are studying, it is root pressure theory and transpiration pull theory. So friend, we are commenting on the concept of ascent of cell. How many phenomena are come together? So generally we know plants have the root system. The root system is connected in the soil with water molecule. It means that plant absorbs the water from the soil through the root system. Means absorption of water takes place from the soil into the roots. Once water is entered into the roots, it is essential for the plant to conduct this water from the root to the shoot, that is in the stem and in the leaves. So this conduction of water takes place by one important tissue known as xylem. So xylem element is present in the root system. Xylem is a complex tissue. Different elements are there in the xylem, all together conduct the water and mineral from the soil, from the root system into the stem and the leaves. Once the water is conducted in the stem, then it is essential to transport that water from the stem to the aerial tip of the plant, aerial leaves of the plant. So this apex of the leaves create the transpiration pool. Means in the leaves, by the process of transpiration, it creates the transpiration pool and absorbs the water from the stem. It means that this upward movement of the water from the stem to the apex of the plant, it takes place through absorption, conduction and transportation. Now come to the scientific definition of ascent of cell. Water is present in the plant body in the form of a weak solution of minerals and salt. This is called sap. So we understand water is not only the water as such, but it is a sap. It consists of minerals and salts. This water with mineral and sap go upward in their movement. Means the upward movement of water from the root to the aerial part against the force of gravity. Force of gravity, it is known as ascent of cell. Means upward movement of water along with mineral. In vascular plants, the ascent of cell occurs through conduction elements of xylem, that is tracheids and vessels. It means that in the xylem there are tracheids and vessels. These are the different elements of the xylem. They are responsible for the conduction. Now come to the mechanism. The mechanism is the same. as we introduced in the title, that is plant, root, soil and water. There is a relationship where the water is absorbed. Absorption of water takes place. Then conduction of water takes place through the xylem. And then transpiration pool creates in the leaves that absorbs the conducted water, and finally it go to the tip of the leaf. In short, it is upward movement of the water. See here, when we look into this diagram, we have our satisfied answer that in higher vascular plant, means those plants which are tall, which are perennial, they are tall in height. The question we are solving with this phenomenon is that how the water which is present in the root or in the soil is reached to the apex, means tip of the plant. And we know, friends, this is against the gravity. पावसाचं पाणी जमिनीमध्ये आहे आणि ते जमिनीतील पाणी वनस्पतीच्या माध्यमातून वनस्पतीच्या टोकापर्यंत उलट दिशेने प्रवास करून कसं जाऊ शकतं. So that happens only in the plant, and that mechanism works in the plant, and that is ascent of soil. It means that something is there in the plant body, something is there in the root, stem, and then the leaves. What is that something? That something is a xylem column. It works as a pipeline structure. Means that pipeline starts from the root hair into the root system. Then that pipeline connects in the stem. Then that pipeline diverges into different branches. And then that sub channels of the pipelines connected through the petiole into the leaves. See, when we look into this picture, we have the root system. In the root system we have the connection of this root hair, soil, water, then parts of the root, endodermis, cortex, and this conducting tissue called as xylem. This xylem, it absorbs or conducts the water from the root. Then finally it is conducted up to the stem region. We know again in the stem there is xylem. This xylem transports this water from the stem into the petiole and in the leaves. In the leaves we know there are number of veins. Number of veins means number of pipelines of the xylem. वनस्पतीच्या पानाच्या उलट दिशेला म्हणजे उलट पृष्ठाला शिरा असतात. प्रत्येक शिर म्हणजे एक झायलमचा कॉलम आहे की त्या झायलम मधून ते पाणी इतर पर्णपात म्हणजे लिप लॅमिनामध्ये ते मेसोफिल टिश्यूला दिलं जातं की जेणेकरून फोटोसिंथेसिस करतात. सो इन दिस वे दिस झायलम वर्क्स ॲज अ कॉलम, and this columnar xylem starts from the root, then connects to the stem, then it connects to the leaves. And in this way, the pumping of the water, upward movement of water takes place to the xylem and finally reach into the leaves. And we know in the leaves are very important part of the plant because the photosynthesis entirely occurs into mesophyll cells, and these mesophyll cells are arranged on both the sides of the xylem tissue. This photosynthetic tissue requires the water for photosynthesis, and that is given through that xylem. In this way, in the tall plants, due to this water column from the root stem branches to the petiole, the conduction or upward movement of water takes place. See, this upward movement of transportation of upward movement of water takes place. It is proved by different theories. Number of theories are there. Scientifically, when we look into the theories, there are physical force theories. There is root pressure theory. There is a transpiration pull theory. These theories have practically proved the journey of that water from the root to the stem in upward direction. So come to the discussion of the first theory, which is very important. This is called root pressure theory. See, first of all, we have to talk on the root pressure. What is this root pressure? Root pressure is the transverse osmotic pressure with the cells of a root system that causes sap to rise through a plant stem to the leaves. Root pressure occurs in the xylem of some vascular plants when the soil moisture level is high, either at night or when transpiration is low during the day. Three things required into the root pressure theory. Soil should be having maximum moisture, transpiration is slow. Then osmotic pressure creates into the root system. This osmotic pressure forces the water for their movement from the root system to the stem or to the shoot system. Means when there is a moisture in the soil, when there is a low rate of transpiration, osmotic pressure increases the absorption of water, and this water is pulled into the stem and finally it is transported to the roots. In this way, osmotic pressure plays a role for upward movement. Due to that osmotic pressure is created into the root, it is called a root pressure. One example we can also add into that root pressure theory, that the process of guttation, where the loss of water from the plant takes place in the form of water drop on the leaf margins, or when any one tall plant or a branch of a plant is we cut, we make the injury in the stem. From the stem, some watery fluid or latex or some watery juice came out from the stem. Means जेव्हा वनस्पतीची एखादी फांदी आपण कापतो तेव्हा त्याच्यातून तो चीक किंवा पाणी बाहेर येतं त्या स्टेममधून, त्याला जखम होते आणि ते बाहेर येतं. What happens actually? That happens that the osmotic pressure from the root where increased into the root and the process is in a regular fashion. त्यावेळेला आपण त्याचा वॉटर कॉलम पंक्चर केलेला असतो आणि तो वॉटर कॉलम पंक्चर केल्यामुळं ते पाणी त्यातून बाहेर आलं असतं. याचा अर्थ काय होतो की दिस इज अ कंटिन्युअस प्रोसेस ऑफ अपवर्ड कंडक्शन ऑफ वॉटर, सो द वॉटर कम आउट फ्रॉम द स्टेम. Then, second theory of ascent of sap. It is very important theory. By the name, it is a transpiration pool theory. This theory is related to the process of transpiration in the plant. This theory is also called cohesion tension theory. The theory was proposed by a pair of scientists, Dixon and Joly, in 1894. It is most widely accepted theory. The theory is completely based on cohesion, adhesion and transpiration pool phenomena. These three phenomena work together in the plant. When we look into the picture of this transpiration pool theory, what do we see here? Here is the root system, then stem and then the leaves. We know the process of ascent of sap how takes place. In the root, absorption, in the stem, transportation, and in the leaves, here is evaporation of water. In the leaves, what is there? Mesophyll tissue. In the mesophyll tissue, we have the xylem. Then the xylem is continuous with the stem. In the stem, again there is xylem. Again, the xylem is continuous with the root. See here, epidermis of root, cortex of root, and then here is the root hair. It is joined with the soil particle, and there is water. So, absorption, transportation and transpiration, these three works together. Means water movement takes place from the root, and this water have the property of cohesion and adhesion. See, what is cohesion? The attraction between similar molecule of the water is called cohesion. Means in the stem there is one column in the trachea. In that column, when some similar molecule of the water is joined together and form a chain. The chain starts from root, stem and the leaf. In this way, similar molecule prepare one chain, and that chain is not separate from one another, and so it maintains the continuous water column in the tall trees. So in this way, in one part of the xylem, cohesion of water takes place. Another form of the water is there in the stem, in the xylem. It is called adhesion of water. What is this? At the center there is water, and on the surface of the stem, along the wall of xylem, there is water. When the wall of the water molecule and the central water molecule, they are joined together. They are dissimilar, but they are attract together. At that time, such kind of attraction of water molecule with a lignified cell wall, it is known as adhesion. Means some water is along the lignified cell wall, some water is at the center of the stem. This both cohesion and adhesion together conducts the water from the root to the stem. Now, what another process takes place, what phenomenon takes place, it is known as transpiration. We know that this transpiration takes place in the leaves. Means in the leaves there are mesophyll cells. When transpiration takes place, the xylem create here the pressure create in the mesophyll cells, and this pressure is responsible for absorption of water from the xylem of the leaves, from the xylem of the stem, and then xylem of the root. In this way, this transpiration pool is created in the transpiration process. What happens? More and more water in the form of water vapor is released into intercellular spaces during the transpiration. This water have a high atmospheric pressure. This tension of the water go downwards into the petiole. The tension again go into the stem, and in the stem we have the xylem column that absorbs the water due to the transpiration process, and finally the water come into the leaves. So this entire phenomenon is known as transpiration. See, diagrammatically when we look into the entire plant cellular structure, we understand that the transpiration takes place here in the leaves. Here the transpiration means loss of water from the stomata takes place, and again that water is required to come into the leaves, and that is pumped from the stem. For that purpose, the transpiration pool create into the stem from the leaves. It absorbs the water from the root system, and finally the transpiration becomes complete. So this is all about the transpiration pool theory. Thank you.